Chapter 1. The morning. Tom opens his eyes. He sees the ceiling. The ceiling is white. Every morning, Tom sees the white ceiling. It is a normal morning. It is Monday. Tom does not like Mondays. The alarm clock makes a sound. Beep, beep, beep. The sound is loud. Tom puts his hand on the alarm clock. The sound stops. The room is quiet now. Tom sits up in his bed. The bed is warm and comfortable. He does not want to leave the bed, but he must go to work. He stands up. His feet touch the floor. The floor is cold. He walks to the window. He opens the curtains. He looks outside. The sky is gray. Some small clouds are in the sky. It is not raining. That is good. Tom does not like rain. He goes to the bathroom. The bathroom is small. It has a toilet, a sink, and a shower. The mirror above the sink is big. Tom looks at his face in the mirror. His hair is messy. He needs to wash his face. He turns on the water. The water is cold at first. Then it becomes warm. He washes his face with soap. The soap smells like lemon. It is a fresh smell. He feels more awake now. He takes his toothbrush. It is blue. He puts toothpaste on it. The toothpaste is white. He brushes his teeth, up and down, left and right. He does this every morning. It is part of his routine. A routine is something you do every day. Tom has a very simple routine. After brushing his teeth, he goes into the shower. The warm water feels good on his skin. He uses shampoo for his hair. The shampoo smells like apple. He likes the smell of apples. He washes his body with soap. After 5 minutes, he turns off the water. He takes a big white towel. The towel is soft. He dresses his body. Now, he's clean and fresh. He goes to his bedroom. He opens his closet. The closet has many clothes. He has shirts, pants, and sweaters. For work, he wears a shirt and pants. He chooses a white shirt. He always wears a white or blue shirt. Today, it is a white shirt. He chooses black pants. His work clothes are very simple. He gets dressed. He puts on his socks. They are gray. He puts on his shoes. They are black and shiny. He polished them yesterday. Tom is ready for breakfast. He goes to the kitchen. The kitchen is not very big, but it is clean. He has a table, 2 chairs, a refrigerator, and a stove. He opens the refrigerator. He sees milk, eggs, butter, and some vegetables. He decides to have toast and a glass of milk. This is his normal breakfast. He takes 2 slices of bread from a bag. He puts them in the toaster. The toaster is old, but it works well. He presses the button. The toaster starts to make a quiet sound. While he waits for the toast, he gets a glass from the cupboard. He pours milk into the glass. The milk is cold. Pop. The toast is ready. The 2 slices of bread jump up from the toaster. They are brown and warm. He puts them on a plate. He takes butter from the refrigerator. He spreads the butter on the hot toast. The butter melts. It looks delicious. He sits at the table. He eats his toast slowly. He drinks his milk. He looks at the clock on the wall. It is 7:30 a.m. He needs to leave for work at 8 a.m. He has time. He does not like to rush in the morning. Rushing makes him feel stressed. He finishes his breakfast. He takes his plate and glass to the sink. He washes them with warm water and soap. He likes to keep his kitchen clean. A clean kitchen is a happy kitchen, his mother always said. He goes back to his bedroom. He takes his bag for work. It is a black leather bag. Inside the bag, he has a notebook, a pen, and his lunch. For lunch today, he has a sandwich and an apple. His mother made the sandwich for him yesterday. She is a very good cook. He checks his pockets. He has his keys. He has his wallet. He has his phone. Everything is there. He's ready to go. He looks around his small apartment. It is quiet and clean. It is his home. He likes it. He walks to the door. He puts on his coat. It is a dark gray coat. The weather is a little cold in the morning. He opens the door and steps outside. He closes the door and locks it. Click. The door is locked. His normal day has started. Or so he thinks. Chapter 2. The walk to work. Tom lives on a quiet street. There are many trees on the street. The leaves on the trees are green and yellow. It is autumn. Tom likes autumn. He likes the colors of the leaves. He starts to walk. His office is not far. It is a 20-minute walk. He likes to walk to work. It is good exercise. It also helps him to wake up completely. He does not have a car. A car is expensive. Walking is free. He walks past his neighbor's house. His neighbor is Mrs. Davison. She is an old woman. She has a beautiful garden. There are many flowers in her garden. red flowers, yellow flowers, and pink flowers. Mrs. Davison is often in her garden in the morning, but today, she is not there. Maybe it is too cold for her. Tom continues to walk. He comes to a bigger street. There are more cars and buses here. The sound is louder. People are walking on the sidewalk. They are going to work or to school. They look busy. Nobody smiles. On Monday mornings, people are often serious. He passes a small bakery. The smell from the bakery is wonderful. It smells like fresh bread and sweet cakes. Tom stops for a moment. He looks through the window. He sees the baker. The baker is a big man with a white hat. He is putting bread on the shelf. Tom sometimes buys a croissant from this bakery on Fridays. Friday is a happy day, but today is Monday. So, he just looks and then continues to walk. He passes a bookshop. He loves books. The window of the bookshop has many new books. There is a book with a picture of a blue dragon on the cover. It looks interesting. Maybe he will come back on the weekend to look at it. He walks past a park. The park is small, but it is very green. Some people are walking their dogs. A big brown dog is running after a ball. A small white dog is sniffing a tree. Tom smiles. He likes dogs. He had a dog when he was a child. His name was Rocky. Rocky was his best friend. Tom continues his walk. He is thinking about his day at work. He works in an office. He's an accountant. He works with numbers. His job is quiet and sometimes boring. He has a desk, a computer, and a lot of paper. His boss, Mr. Henderson, is a serious man. He does not talk much. Tom's colleagues are nice, but they are also very focused on their work. They do not talk much either. The office is a very quiet place. Sometimes, the only sound is the clicking of keyboards and the hum of the computers. Tom's routine at work is simple. He checks his emails. He does his tasks. He has lunch at his desk. He finishes his work. He goes home. Every day is the same. He is now only 5 minutes away from his office. The building is tall and made of glass. It is a modern building. Tom does not like the building very much. It feels cold and impersonal, but it is his place of work. He is walking on the sidewalk, thinking about a report he must finish today. He is looking down at his shoes. He is not paying much attention to the world around him. His mind is already at the office, with the numbers and the papers. And that is when it happens. That is when his normal, boring, predictable Monday changes. He hears a small sound. A very quiet sound. Woof! It is a small, sad sound. Tom stops. He looks around. He does not see anything at first. The street is busy. Cars are moving. People are walking. Then he hears it again. Woof! Woof! It is coming from behind a large green bush near the sidewalk. The bush is part of a small garden in front of an empty building. Tom is curious. He walks closer to the bush. He looks behind it and there, he sees it. Chapter 3. The Little Dog. Behind the bush, a small dog is sitting. It is a very small dog. It has soft, brown fur. It has big, dark eyes. Its ears are long and floppy. It is wearing a red collar around its neck. But there is no leash. The dog looks at Tom. It is shivering. Shivering means shaking a little, maybe from cold or fear. The dog looks very scared, and it looks very lonely. Hello there, Tom says softly. He does not want to scare the dog more. The dog just looks at him with its big, sad eyes. It makes another small sound. A whimper. It is a sound of sadness. Tom's heart feels a little sad too. This dog is lost. It is all alone in a big, busy city. Are you lost, little one? Tom asks. The dog does not answer, of course. It is a dog, but it wags its tail just a little bit. A very slow wag. Maybe it understands that Tom is a friend. Tom looks around. He looks up and down the street. Is anyone looking for a dog? Is anyone calling a name? No. Everyone is busy. Everyone is in their own world. No one sees the small, lost dog behind the bush. Tom looks at the dog again. What should he do? He has to go to work. Mr. Henderson will be angry if he's late. But he cannot leave the dog here. It is not safe. A car could hit it. Or it could get lost even more. He looks at his watch. It is 7:55 a.m. He has 5 minutes. Okay, he says to the dog. Let's see if you have a name. He kneels down slowly. He does not want to make any sudden moves. The dog watches him carefully. It is still shivering. It's okay, Tom says in a calm voice. I am not going to hurt you. He reaches his hand out slowly. The dog sniffs his fingers. Its nose is wet and cold. After a moment, the dog licks his hand. Its tongue is warm. It is a sign of trust. Tom smiles. He gently touches the dog's head. The fur is very soft. The dog leans into his hand. It seems to like the touch. Now, Tom looks at the red collar. There is a small, silver tag on it. The tag is shaped like a bone. This is good news. A tag usually has information. He carefully turns the tag over. There is writing on it. The writing is very small. Tom needs to look closely. He reads the name first. Buddy. So your name is Buddy, Tom says to the dog. That's a nice name. Buddy wags his tail a little faster now. He seems to like hearing his name. Below the name, there is a phone number. And below the phone number, there is an address. This is very good news. Now Tom can help Buddy find his home. He takes out his phone. He should call the number. But then he looks at his watch again. It is 7:59 a.m. He's going to be late for work. If he calls now, he will have to talk to the owner. He will have to explain everything. It will take time. He has an idea. The address is on the tag. Maybe the address is near here. He reads the address 12 Oak Street. Tom knows the streets in his neighborhood, but he does not know Oak Street. It is not near his office. What should he do? He has two choices. Leave the dog, go to work, call the number during his lunch break. But Buddy will be alone for 4 hours. Tom does not like this idea. Take the dog with him. But where? He cannot take a dog to his office. Mr. Henderson will be very, very angry. He thinks for a moment. There is a third choice. He can be late for work. He can take the dog to the address right now. Oak Street. Where is it? He can use the map on his phone to find it. This is a risk. Mr. Henderson does not like employees who are late. But Tom looks at Buddy. Buddy looks at Tom. His big, sad eyes are full of hope. He trusts Tom. Tom makes a decision. Work can wait. A lost, scared dog cannot. Okay, Buddy, Tom says. Let's go find your home. He stands up. Buddy stands up too. He looks up at Tom, ready to follow. Tom knows this is not a normal Monday anymore. His routine is broken, and for some reason, he does not feel bad about it. He feels a little excited. This is an adventure. A small adventure on a grey Monday morning. He sends a quick text message to his boss. Mr. Henderson, I am very sorry. I have an emergency. I will be late for work today. I will explain later. Tom. He puts his phone back in his pocket. He looks at Buddy. Come on, Buddy, he says. Let's go. And together, Tom and the small, brown dog start walking. They are not walking towards the tall, glass office building. They are walking in the opposite direction, in search of a place called Oak Street. Chapter 4, A New Direction. Tom opens the map application on his phone. He types 12 Oak Street. The phone thinks for a moment. Then, it shows him the map. Oak Street is not very far, but it is not very close either. The map says it is a 30-minute walk, 30 minutes there, and then 25 minutes from there to his office. He will be at least 1 hour late. He hopes Mr. Henderson will understand. Okay, Buddy, Tom says, looking down at the little dog. We have a bit of a walk. Are you ready? Buddy wags his tail and gives a happy little woof. He seems happy to be with Tom. He is not shivering anymore. They start walking. Tom walks slowly, so Buddy can keep up. Buddy's legs are very short. He has to take many small steps to match one of Tom's steps. They walk down the busy street. People are still rushing. A woman with a red bag almost bumps into Tom. She says sorry without looking at him and continues on her way. No one seems to notice the man and the small dog on an important mission. After a few minutes, Tom turns onto a quieter street. The map on his phone tells him to go this way. This street has small shops. There is a flower shop, a shoe repair shop, and a shop that sells old furniture. Buddy is very curious. He sniffs everything. He sniffs a lamppost. He sniffs a bicycle parked on the sidewalk. He sniffs a small plant in a pot outside the flower shop. Everything is new and interesting for him. Tom feels hungry. He remembers his breakfast was a long time ago. He also thinks Buddy might be hungry or thirsty. He sees a small grocery store. He decides to stop. Let's get some water for you, Buddy, he says. He ties Buddy's imaginary leash. He holds the collar gently to a post outside the shop. Wait here for 1 minute. I will be right back. Buddy sits down and watches Tom go inside. He is a very good dog. Inside the store, Tom buys a bottle of water and a small, plain bread roll. He thinks maybe Buddy can eat a little piece of the bread. He pays the man at the counter. The man smiles at him. It is a friendly smile. It makes Tom feel good. He comes back outside. Buddy is waiting patiently. just where he left him. Good boy, Tom says. He opens the bottle of water. He does not have a bowl. What can he do? He looks at the plastic bottle cap. It is too small. He looks at his hands. He can pour some water into his cupped hand. He pours a little water into his hand. Here, buddy, drink this. Buddy understands. He licks the water from Tom's hand. Slurp, slurp, slurp. He is very thirsty. Tom pours more water into his hand, again and again, until Buddy stops drinking. Then, Tom breaks off a small piece of the bread roll. He offers it to Buddy. Buddy sniffs it, then eats it very quickly. He looks at Tom, wanting more. Tom gives him another small piece. He does not want to give him too much. It might not be good for him. Tom eats the rest of the bread roll himself. It is not as good as the toast he had for breakfast, but it is okay. It fills his stomach. They rest for a few minutes. Tom sits on a low wall, and Buddy sits at his feet. The sun is starting to come out from behind the grey clouds. The air feels a little warmer. Tom looks at Buddy. The little dog looks much happier now. He is not scared anymore. He feels safe with Tom. Tom feels a strange sense of responsibility. It is a good feeling. It is much better than sitting at his desk looking at numbers. He checks the map on his phone again. They are halfway to Oak Street. Time to go, Buddy, he says. They start walking again. They walk past more houses. These houses are different from the ones on Tom Street. They are bigger, and they have large gardens. Some gardens have swings for children. Some have beautiful, big trees. Buddy is still sniffing everything. He is especially interested in the gardens. Maybe he lives in a house with a garden. They see a cat. The cat is black and is sitting on a fence. It looks at Buddy with big, green eyes. Buddy stops. He looks at the cat. The cat looks at him. For a moment, nothing happens. Then, Buddy lets out a playful woof. The cat is not impressed. It hisses, a small HSS sound. And then it jumps down from the fence and runs away. Buddy wags his tail. He thinks it is a fun game. Tom laughs. You're a brave dog, Buddy. They continue their journey. The streets are very quiet here. There are not many cars. They can hear the birds singing in the trees. It is peaceful. Tom feels calm. He is not thinking about work at all. He is just enjoying the walk with his new friend. Finally, he sees a street sign. It is green with white letters. It says, Oak Street. We are here, Buddy, Tom says excitedly. We found it. Buddy seems to understand. He starts to wag his tail very fast. He pulls a little on his collar, wanting to walk faster. He knows he is close to home. Now they just need to find number 12. Chapter 5, Oak Street. Oak Street is a beautiful street. It is wide and clean. There are big oak trees on both sides of the street. The trees are old. Their branches reach over the road, making a green tunnel. The sun shines through the leaves, making patterns of light and shadow on the ground. Tom feels like he is in a different world. It is so different from the busy, noisy street where his office is. He looks at the houses. They are all very nice. Each house has a garden in the front. The gardens are full of flowers and green grass. Okay, Buddy, let's find your house, Tom says. They start walking down Oak Street. They look at the numbers on the houses. Number 2. It is a white house with a blue door. Number 4. A yellow house with a big porch. Number 6. A red brick house with white windows. They are getting closer. Buddy seems to know it. He is walking faster now, his little nose in the air. He is sniffing the familiar smells of his own street. Tom feels a mix of emotions. He is happy for Buddy. The dog will be home soon. He will be with his family. But Tom also feels a little sad. Their adventure is almost over. He will have to say goodbye to his new friend. They pass number 8 and number 10. The next house must be number 12. And there it is. Number 12. It is a lovely house. It is painted a soft shade of blue. It has a white fence around the garden. The garden is beautiful. There are rose bushes with red and pink roses. There is a small bird bath in the middle of the lawn. A small, stone path leads to the front door. The front door is painted a cheerful yellow. It looks like a very happy house. Buddy stops in front of the gate. He knows this is his home. He gives a loud, happy bark. Woof, woof. It is a very different sound from the sad whimper Tom heard behind the bush. The gate is closed. Tom looks for a bell. He sees a small, black button on the gate post. He presses it. He hears a buzzing sound from inside the house. They wait. For a moment, nothing happens. Tom starts to feel nervous. What if nobody is home? What if the people moved away and forgot to change the tag? But then, he hears a sound. The sound of a door opening. The yellow front door of the house opens. A woman comes out. She's an older woman. She has white hair and kind eyes. She's wearing a warm, green sweater. She looks worried. "Hello," she says, looking towards the gate. As soon as Buddy sees her, he goes crazy. He starts barking happily and jumping up and down. He wags his entire body, not just his tail. The woman's eyes open wide. A huge smile appears on her face. "Buddy," she cries out. "Oh, Buddy, you're home." She hurries down the path to the gate. She opens the gate quickly. Buddy runs to her and jumps into her arms. She hugs him tightly. "Oh, my dear boy, where have you been? I was so worried. So worried," she says. She has tears in her eyes, but they are happy tears. She kisses the top of Buddy's head. Buddy licks her face. It is a very happy reunion. Tom watches them, and he feels a big smile on his own face. He feels warm inside. This is a good moment. A very good moment. After a minute, the woman looks up at Tom. She is still holding Buddy. "You found him," she says. Her voice is full of gratitude. "You brought my Buddy home. Thank you. Thank you so much." "You're welcome," Tom says. "I found him on the busy street. He was all alone." "Oh, the poor thing," the woman says, hugging Buddy again. "The gate was open for just a minute this morning. The postman came. Buddy must have run out. He is very fast. I looked everywhere for him. I was calling his name. I was about to call the police." "He has a tag with your address," Tom explains. "So I just walked him here." "You walked all this way?" she asks, surprised. "That is so kind of you. So incredibly kind. I don't know how to thank you. Please, come in for a cup of tea," I insist. Tom looks at his watch. It is almost 9:30 a.m. He is very, very late for work, but he cannot say no to this kind woman, and he is not ready to say goodbye to Buddy just yet. "Okay," he says. "A cup of tea sounds lovely. Thank you." "Wonderful. My name is Mrs. Gable," she says, extending her hand. "I'm Tom," he says, shaking her hand. Her hand is warm and soft. "It is a pleasure to meet you, Tom," Mrs. Gable says with a warm smile. "You are a true gentleman. Come in. Let's get out of the cold." Tom follows Mrs. Gable and the very happy Buddy into the lovely blue house. The adventure had a happy ending. Chapter 6, A Cup of Tea. The inside of Mrs. Gable's house is as warm and cheerful as the outside. It smells like cinnamon and old books. The furniture is old but very comfortable. There are many photographs on the walls. Photographs of children and grandchildren. It is a house full of love and memories. "Please, sit down," Mrs. Gable says, pointing to a big, comfortable armchair near the fireplace. "Make yourself at home." Tom sits down. The chair is very soft. Buddy jumps onto the sofa opposite him and curls up into a happy ball. He is home. He is safe. He closes his eyes and lets out a happy sigh. Mrs. Gable goes to the kitchen. "I'll just put the kettle on. Do you prefer tea with milk or lemon?" "With milk, please," Tom says. He can hear her moving around in the kitchen, the clinking of cups and spoons. It is a comforting sound. He looks around the living room. There is a piano in the corner. There are many books on the shelves. It is a peaceful room. He feels very far away from his office, from the numbers and the quiet stress. He feels relaxed. Mrs. Gable comes back with a tray. On the tray, there is a teapot, 2 cups, a small jug of milk, a bowl of sugar, and a plate of biscuits. The biscuits look homemade. She pours the tea. The tea is a lovely amber color. She hands a cup to Tom. "Thank you," he says. "Please, have a biscuit," she says. "I made them this morning. I was stress baking. That's what I do when I'm worried." Tom takes a biscuit. It is warm and tastes of ginger and butter. It is the best biscuit he has ever tasted. "This is delicious," he says. Mrs. Gable smiles. "I'm so glad you like it. Now, tell me everything. Where exactly did you find my little adventurer?" So, Tom tells her the whole story. He tells her about hearing the small whoop behind the bush. He tells her about Buddy being scared and shivering. He tells her about reading the tag and deciding to walk to Oak Street. He tells her about buying water and bread for Buddy. He even tells her about the cat on the fence. Mrs. Gable listens carefully. She nods and smiles. She looks at Buddy, who is now sleeping peacefully on the sofa. "He's a good dog, but he is very curious," she says. "This is the first time he has ever run off. It gave me such a fright. My husband passed away 2 years ago. Buddy is my best friend. He is my family. I don't know what I would do without him. I understand, Tom says, thinking of his old dog, Rocky. Dogs are very special. They are, she agrees. She takes a sip of her tea. And you, Tom, you're a very special young man. Many people would not have stopped. Many people would have just walked past. But you have a kind heart. Tom feels his face get a little warm. He is not used to compliments. It was nothing. Anyone would do it. No, not anyone, Mrs. Gable says firmly. You were late for work because of this. You took the time to help a stranger. That is not nothing. That is kindness. They sit in comfortable silence for a few minutes, drinking their tea and eating biscuits. Tom feels very comfortable with Mrs. Gable. She is like the grandmother he never had. So, what do you do for work, Tom? She asks. I'm an accountant, he says. Oh, numbers, she says, making a funny face. I was never good with numbers. I was a music teacher. I taught piano to children for 40 years. That's wonderful, Tom says, looking at the piano. It was a happy job, she says, full of music and laughter. It's important to have a job that makes you happy. Tom thinks about his job. It does not make him happy. It is just a job. It pays the bills. This thought makes him a little sad. He looks at his watch. It is after 10 a.m. He really must go. I should probably go to work now, he says, standing up. Thank you so much for the tea and the biscuits. The pleasure was all mine, Mrs. Gable says, standing up too. Thank you again, Tom, from the bottom of my heart. She walks him to the door. Buddy wakes up. He sees Tom is leaving. He jumps off the sofa and comes to the door. He rubs against Tom's legs and licks his hand one last time. It is his way of saying thank you and goodbye. Goodbye, Buddy, Tom says, scratching the dog behind his ears. Be a good boy. Don't run away again. Mrs. Gable opens the door. Tom, she says, if you were ever walking this way again, please stop by. My door is always open for you. Thank you, Mrs. Gable. I will, Tom says, and he means it. He steps outside into the bright morning. He waves goodbye and starts walking down the path. He feels happy and light. The world seems brighter and more colorful than it did this morning. His day was supposed to be a normal, boring Monday, but it turned into an adventure. He made a new friend with 4 legs, and a new friend with 2. Now, he has to go to the office and face Mr. Henderson, but somehow, he's not worried about it anymore. Chapter 7. Back to reality. The walk from Oak Street to Tom's office is pleasant. The sun is shining, and the air is fresh. Tom walks with a new energy in his step. He is not thinking about reports or spreadsheets. He is thinking about Buddy's happy barks and Mrs. Gable's kind smile. He arrives at the tall, glass building. It still looks cold and impersonal, but Tom does not feel as small as he usually does. He walks through the automatic glass doors and into the lobby. The lobby is quiet and shiny. The only sound is the soft click of his shoes on the marble floor. He gets into the elevator. He presses the button for the 4th floor. The elevator goes up smoothly. Ding! The doors open on the 4th floor. He walks into his office. It is just as he left it on Friday. Quiet. Everyone is at their desk, staring at their computer screen. Click, click, click go the keyboards. No one looks up when he walks in. They are all in their own little worlds of numbers. He walks to his desk. It is in a corner. It is neat and tidy. His computer is sleeping. He puts his bag down and takes off his coat. Then, he sees a shadow. He looks up. Mr. Henderson is standing by his desk. Mr. Henderson is a tall, thin man. He always wears a grey suit. His hair is grey. His eyes are grey. He looks like a statue. He is not smiling. Tom, Mr. Henderson says. His voice is flat. It has no emotion. Mr. Henderson, Tom says. He feels a little nervous now. I am very sorry I am late. I sent you a message. I received your message, Mr. Henderson says. It said an emergency. He says the word emergency as if it is a strange, foreign word. Yes, sir, Tom says. He takes a deep breath. He decides to tell the truth. The whole truth. I was on my way to work, and I found a lost dog. Mr. Henderson raises one eyebrow. Just one. It is his only expression. Tom continues. The dog was scared and alone. It had a tag with an address, so I decided to take it home. The owner was a very worried elderly lady. I just couldn't leave the dog on the street. He finishes his story. He waits for Mr. Henderson's reaction. He expects him to be angry, He expects a lecture about responsibility and punctuality. Mr. Henderson is silent for a long time. He just looks at Tom with his grey, unreadable eyes. The silence is uncomfortable. The whole office is so quiet that you can hear a pin drop. Tom is sure everyone is listening, even if they are pretending to work. Finally, Mr. Henderson speaks. "What was the dog's name?" he asks. Tom is surprised. This is not the question he expected. "Buddy," Tom answers. "His name was Buddy." Mr. Henderson nods slowly. "Buddy," he repeats quietly. He looks away from Tom for a moment, towards the window. He seems to be thinking about something far away. Then he looks back at Tom. "When I was a boy," Mr. Henderson says, his voice a little softer now, "I had a dog, a small, black dog. His name was Shadow. One day, he ran out of the house. I never saw him again. I looked for him for weeks." Tom is shocked. He never imagined Mr. Henderson as a boy. He never imagined him having a dog, or feeling sad. "I'm so sorry to hear that, sir," Tom says. Mr. Henderson gives a small, sad smile. It is the first time Tom has ever seen him smile. It changes his whole face. He looks less like a statue and more like a person. "You did a good thing, Tom," Mr. Henderson says. "A very good thing. Family is important. And sometimes, a dog is family." He puts his hand on Tom's shoulder for a second. It is a firm, but not unkind, touch. "Now," he says, his voice back to its normal, flat tone, "you have a lot of work to catch up on. The Miller report is waiting for you." And with that, he turns and walks back to his own office at the end of the room. Tom stands by his desk, completely surprised. He sits down in his chair. He looks at his computer screen. The numbers and charts are waiting for him. It is his reality. But something has changed. The office does not feel as cold. Mr. Henderson is not just a grey suit. He is a person with a past. A person who once loved a dog named Shadow. And Tom is not just an accountant. He's a man who, on a normal Monday morning, became a hero to a small dog named Buddy and his owner, Mrs. Gable. He wakes up his computer and starts to work. But as he clicks through the spreadsheets, he is smiling. It is still Monday. He is still at work. But it is, without a doubt, the best Monday he has ever had. The day is not over yet, but Tom knows he will remember this day for a very long time. It was a day unlike any other.